Welcome to the Netherlands, where the World Judo Tour continues its fast-paced end to the year with a Grand Prix in The Hegue. This picturesque city hosted its inaugural event last year and now builds on its success by staging a show even bigger and better than before. The Dutch are avid judo fans, and this event gave them a chance to see the best in the world in action, including a host of home gold medal contenders. With everyone looking for a crucial rankings boost, the entry level in The Hegue was huge, including some of Kosovo's rising stars, whose coach Dritten Kuka we interviewed last week in Tashkent. There was some great action, and we'll bring you all the best of it. Plus, we'll meet Nicolas Shirazadishvili before he took to the tatami in the world champion's red back patch for the first time. The men's under 81 kg division had the crowd in an optimistic mood as one of the Netherlands' most talented judoka took to the tatami. The 2015 World Junior Champion Frank de Wit is gradually making bigger and bigger waves at senior level, and home advantage saw him in brilliant form as he made it through to the gold medal contest with a thrilling display of Ippon Judo. After seeing off Germany's Dominic Ressel at the semi-final stage, de Wit was one win away from a dream gold medal on home soil, and with the crowd fully behind him, he would take some stopping. The man in his path was Ivalio Ivanov of Bulgaria, who had earlier sent world champion Said Molay of Iran packing in his opening contest. The taking of such a high-profile scalp galvanized Ivanov, who went from strength to strength as he set up a showdown with de Wit, throwing Romania's Vlad Vizan with a magnificent dropping shoulder throw along the way. But could Ivanov thwart the collective might of the fans inside the arena? Your commentator is former world champion Neil Adams.
About a minute and a half to go in this contest. Anybody's contest, it's really open. Both absolutely going for it. Ivanov, oh, he's gone over. Oh, that Osota Gary. That was so close. Couldn't quite see the landing there, but I don't think he went onto the points of his shoulders. There's the Osoto. He goes onto the elbow, so Wazari scored there for de Wit. That was a great Osoto Gary there, and Ivanov couldn't do anything about it. Ivanov has to go forwards. Now what's he going to do? Double belt Harborelli! Oh, brilliant stuff. And he gets a Wazari for it. Straight into the hold down here, and de Wit is doing everything that he can to get out of that. Quick look up at the clock, and the seconds tick away. Ivanov has won the gold medal. Frank de Wit once again goes for it, absolutely 100%. But it's Ivanov that is absolutely on fire. He has hold of the belt with two hands. There is no way out there for de Wit, and de Wit goes over onto his side for the Wazari. And the transition was there for Ivanov, and Ivanov, well, he's just been on form, on fire all day. He's back to his very best, and that was superb transition. And a great bit of sportsmanship there from both these fighters, two warriors, and that was brilliant.
Highly fancied for gold at under 48 kilograms was last week's Tashkent Grand Prix gold medalist Distria Krasniki of Kosovo. She was one of her nation's 3 gold medalists as they topped the medal table in Uzbekistan. However, after a great start to her day against Germany's Mira Ulrich, Krasniki came unstuck when she faced Japan's Sakagami Aya, who threw her for a brilliant Ippon win. The tables were then turned on Sakagami as she herself succumbed to the skills of China's Zhong Yao. It would be Yao contesting the final, where she faced Marina Cherniak of the Ukraine.
Cherniak really has been on great form. Straight into the attack. Uchimata straight away, and Zhong's gonna tip her. She gets the Wazari for that, and Cherniak made a mistake. Went in for the Uchimata there, didn't quite have the full commitment, and she gets tipped onto her side for a well-deserved Wazari. Now, Zhong straight in for the Sianagi, and she's gonna go for it again here, Cherniak. The arm over the back, Kosoto, and she gets the Ippon. That was a great technique under pressure. Cherniak goes in for the Kosoto, changes the direction this time, and look at the grip there. That grip there absolutely makes sure that Zhang lands cleanly on her back. A brilliant performance from Cherniak. She wins gold.
Krasniki would go on to face China's Li Yanan for bronze.
Krasniki straight away on the search for that sleeve. She wants the sleeve, and Li there just pecking away at the jacket. Krasniki looking for the Sasai! Oh, that was brilliantly taken. Wow, she had the grip that she was searching for. Look at her on the sleeve there. Talk about Kazushi. Kazushi at its very best. And over she goes. Li couldn't stop it. And that was a beautiful Sasai Surikumiashi. The Suriti hand and the Kazushi hand, both working together to great effect. Bronze for Krasniki.
At under 73 kilograms, yet another of Kosovo's growing talents was in action, as Akil Jakova looked to continue a fantastic 2018 season. Against Roy Schipper of the Netherlands, he showed why he is fast becoming known as one of the division's hottest prospects, with an incredible foot sweep for a huge Ippon win. But the guile of Musa Magushkov, the Russian veteran, proved too much in the final, as he was himself caught with a foot sweep as Magushkov took gold. Still, another medal for Kosovo on the World Judo Tour as they continue to build momentum. We spoke to team coach Dritan Kuka about the incredible development of his world-beating judo team.
We start to compete in IGF competitions in 2009 through the big desire of IGF president, Mr. Marius Wieser, who was the biggest supporter for us. I stopped my judo in 1991 and I was just 19 years old. In that time I was one of the best in the national team, but because of politics, in that time we stopped to compete for the national team of ex-Yugoslavia, and then after the war in Kosovo in 1999, then I started to pick up kids in my street, living around dojo, which is our family property, and we built it because of love for judo. My main goal in the beginning was to keep them in sport. Because you know, the kids, they want to go out and things. I make it through the travelings. I send them in some competitions around, and they was happy to travel, to know kids from other countries. And after 3 or 4 years, I think I catch them. I was sure they will stay in judo, because judo is that kind of sport. So then they started to get some medals, and of course, there was the competitions like for kids and that, but doesn't matter. The main thing was to keep them in, and in the end, here we are. My Linda was extraordinary person. All the time she was really focused, and actually in life she's so quiet, so serious. When we start to go in competition, I saw that she's a really fighter. She was like that since she was a kid. And working with her was a good thing, because all of athletes, I must push them. In the case of Mylinda, is totally different. The person as Mylinda, I think, is not easy to find. So Nora Jakova, 57 kilograms, is an athlete which starts in the same time with Mylinda to train. She is now one of the best athletes in 57 kilograms. Distria Krasnici, 48 kilograms. Now, in the last 2 competitions, she was in a really good shape, and I think she can be one of the candidates for Olympic medal. Other Jakova, the boy, in 2018, he starts really good with the gold in Grand Slam Paris, which is one of the best competitions. So I have now, let's say, 4 athletes who are in a really high level. The athletes are really motivated to make proud themselves, their families, me as a coach, a judo community in Kosovo, and also all the country. And I think through this motivation and through our job as a family, we have something special. I hope government will start now maybe to build a national center. I would like to pick up kids from other cities and make a bigger base to have 20 to 30 good athletes, and in that case, I think the Kosovo will be strong in the map of the judo elite countries.
In the over 100 kilogram division, there were high hopes for a home gold, as last year's champion, the flamboyant Roy Mayer, took to the tatami. But he stumbled at the first hurdle of his title defence. felled with a great foot sweep by Yakiv Kamo of the Ukraine. Kamo then continued to reign on the Dutch parade as he defeated Maya's compatriot Jur Spijkers at the semi-final stage, setting up a final against Vladut Simionescu of Romania. He had also been in great form during the day, countering Angel Parra of Spain for a big Uranagi Ippon. But how would he fare against Kamo in the final?
Minute into this contest, and they can both throw these two if they decide to do it. Now that big arm over the back there from Kamo. Is he ready to go in? Oh, Ouchigari! And he drives him backwards. That was superb. We knew he could do it. And that driving Ouchigari there finishes it all off. Look at the right arm round the back, pulls the hips in, and he drives off that back leg. He just drives him over and lands him flat on his back. Brilliant stuff from Kamo, the former world bronze medalist, performing at his very best.
At under 100 kilograms, Abu Dhabi Grand Slam champion Petr Palchik of Israel was looking to keep the ball rolling with another World Judo Tour gold, as he faced surprise package Mikita Zvirid of Belarus in the final.
Just over a minute into golden score. Anybody's contest, it depends on who's going to open up. Zvirid looking for the opportunity for a counter. Palchik, will he take the chance? Sianagi, yes he does! And he gets a great ippon there, and that smile says it all. And, well, they're so happy with that one, and so they should be. The Israeli team always pushing for the ippon, and that was a superb drop, Sianagi there, and he drove him over. He was waiting for the right opportunity. The right opportunity came in golden score. Sianagi and Palchik is the gold medalist. Oren Smadja doing such a great job with this Israeli men's team, and that was a brilliant performance from Palchik. Palchik wins the gold medal for Israel.
The fighter in form at under 78 kilograms was Sama Hawa Kamara of France. She produced an enormous Osotogari ippon in her semi-final contest with Samantha Suarez of Brazil. Facing her in the final would be Russia's Antonina Shmelaeva.
Just under a minute in. Shmelaeva, very aggressive with the gripping. Kamara got the arm over the back. Now what's going to happen? Shmelaeva attacking with Newaza, and the nice thing about it is that we've got more time in Newaza now. She wraps the arm up, and she looks in danger here, Kamara, and she lands in the Kesagatami, and that was a real basic bit of Newaza, but it was brilliantly taken. She wrapped the arm up, who moved around the top end of the head, and then just turns her over into the most basic of hold downs, but it just goes to show it can happen at the very highest level. She gets the ippon. She got a nice turnover, and she had plenty of time to do it. Patrick Roux there, a nice gentle clap of the hands there to celebrate with Shmelaeva. Shmelaeva, a nice bit of transition, and that is what judo's all about now.
There was gold for Mongolia to cheer as they added their name to the growing list of gold medal winning nations in The Hague, thanks to Dashdavar Amotovshin, who defeated Aoki Dai of Japan in the final. Up one weight, Vaja Margvelashvili was in breathtaking form. Having taken Grand Slam gold in Abu Dhabi last month, the Georgian was out to continue the momentum and reached the final after a masterclass of spectacular ippon judo. At the semi-final stage, he came up with an exquisite Sasai Surikomiyashi, levelling Denis Vieru of Moldova to book a place in the final. Israel's Baruch Shmailov was his opponent there and was looking dangerous himself, notching up some powerful ippons throughout the day as he too progressed to the final. The match would be decided by a counter-attack, Margvelashvili laying in wait until just the right moment, turning the tables on Shmailov to score Wazari and take his second World Judo Tour gold on the bounce. Belgium also joined the gold medal party in The Hague as Charlene van Snick topped the podium at under 52 kilograms. Up one weight, Japan flaunted their depth as Otsuji Terumi took the under 57 kilogram gold. Her Ouchigari proved a powerful weapon during the day as she chalked up 2 ippon wins en route to the gold medal contest. There, a wazari against China's Lu Tongwan landed her on top in a pin, which she held to score awazeti ippon and top a Grand Prix podium for the first time. At under 63 kilograms, Alice Schlesinger of Great Britain looked dominant as she made it through to the final. But there, she was pinned by Yang Junxia as the Chinese judoka took her first World Judo Tour gold in 3 years. Sally Conway went one better for Team GB at under 70 kilograms as she took gold, the best moment of her day coming at the semi-final stage against World Masters champion Maria Portela of Brazil. At over 78 kilograms, Hortense Vanessa Mbala Atanga took Cameroon's first ever World Judo Tour medal as she placed second. During the day, she was on great form, seeing off both Larissa Cheric of Bosnia and Herzegovina and Anne Fatoumata Mbairo of France. In the final, Marina Slutskaya won out on penalties, adding Belarus to a list of 12 different nations leaving The Hague with gold medals. Judo, once again, showing that it is a sport for all. Our number 3 ippon from The Hague came at under 73 kilograms, as Denis Yartsev of Russia produced this brilliant Haraigoshi against Sam van ter Westend of the Netherlands, showing once again that on his day he is capable of some breathtaking judo. At number 2 is Dutch fighter Margriet Bergstra against Italy's Miriam Boy at under 57 kilograms.
Close to the edge of the area. Left against right. Bergstra left-handed, going for the Uchimata. Oh, she has a double stab at the Uchimata, and that was superb. Look how she readjusts the balance here. Starts off, the support leg is too far out. But the second stab here, and she gets the lift. Look at the hands working overtime, and that was a beautifully executed Uchimata from Bergstra. Bergstra scores ippon.
The under 78 kilogram division saw world bronze medalist Mahinda Verkerk of the Netherlands in action, and she was looking good as she made it through to a bronze medal contest against her compatriot Ilona Lucassen.
Well, this is a domestic to Dutch fighting, of course, Verkerk, the former world champion. Lucassen will just give it everything that she's got. Oh, she goes over Verkerk, and she will not be happy with that because Lucassen, a big smile on her face there, has beaten the former world champion, and it's on home ground. Look at that. She goes in for the Seotoshi there. That Seotoshi takes Verkerk right the way over the top. What an ippon that was. And like I said before, it was in front of her home crowd. Verkerk made a big mistake. She just stayed there for too long, and she goes way over the top there. Beautiful ippon there, and Lucassen has won the bronze medal.
Our final category, the under 90 kilograms, saw all eyes on reigning world champion Nicolas Shirazadishvili, as he came out to compete in the red backpatch for the first time. We caught up with the Spaniard before the judo started in The Hague for the latest of our Meet Your Judoka features.
I started judo when I was 10 years old for my father because he also was a judoka. My favorite throw is Uchimata, maybe because I'm tall and I have long legs and I can take the grip in the belt easier. I don't do too much newaza, but when I do, I like to do jujigatame because I catch the arm easier than the neck. My favorite food is a Georgian traditional food khinkali with broth and meat dumpling. I listen a lot of music, but my favorite singer is Bruno Mars. My hero is Muhammad Ali because mentally he was ahead of his generation. My favorite judoka is Varlam Liparteliani because he's the most consistent and clever judoka, and I also like his uchimata. If I wasn't a judoka, of course I would be in a sport, and I would be a water polo player. My favorite memory in the IGF World Tour, it's a World Championship because I take a gold medal there. It was very emotional, see my coach crying after when I get the Wazari, because he realized that I was first male world champion of the Spain. There was a lot of family from Georgia, because from Azerbaijan it's too near Georgia, and a lot of family comes to support me, and I was very happy to do this everything for my family, for my coach, and get this gold medal. I love judo because the respect of each other and the values teaches you for the rest of your life.
And Shirazadishvili was living up to the hype in The Hague, as he picked up just where he left off in Baku, throwing big all day to make it through to the final. After seeing off Russia's Said Emizambekov in his opening bout, he then showed off his uchimata against Atu Lamminen of Finland to score his second ippon of the day. At the semi-final stage, he used uchimata once again, this time to score a second Wazari against Peter Zilka of Slovakia. He was through to the final and looking every bit the world champion. Standing between him and gold was Serbia's Alexander Kokol. The former world number one looked just as dynamic as his counterpart as he made it through his eliminations to set up a mouth-watering final with Shirazadishvili. After defeating Russia's Alexander Roslyakov, Kokolya had a lightning-fast foot sweep up his sleeve against Great Britain's Fraser Chamberlain. After another uchimata ippon against Belgium's Joachim Bottio at the semi-final stage, the duel with Shirazadishvili was set. Which of these spectacular sportsmen would come out on top?
What a contest this is. Shirazadishvili, the current world champion, and of course Kokol, who's world number 2 at the moment, the world number 1 and 2 battling it out. And they've both been on the most amazing form. Oh, look at that! Tayatoshi, or Seatoshi should I say, a little bit of a mix of, well, Surigoshi and Seatoshi, and he takes the world champion over for the biggest ippon. He can't believe it there. Shirazadishvili, well, he looked unstoppable today. They both did, but that was absolutely superb. Right on the edge, he just sends that leg right the way over, and he just uses the belt to get a little bit of control, and he drives him over there. Seatoshi at its very best there, but a little bit different with the grip. That was absolutely amazing. You don't see the world champion going over like that very often, and Kokol has won the gold medal for Serbia. And Mrs. Hanneke van der Moral, Director of Sports for The Hague, presents the gold medal. The world champion standing off to his right there, a little bit disappointed, but that's the unpredictability of judo. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you always bounce back.
So that's it from a thrilling second edition of the Hague Grand Prix. Next week, judo is going back to its spiritual home, Japan. Join us for all the action from the Osaka Grand Slam.